Happy Sunday morning. This is Karen at Grace Be Creations. How is everybody's weekend going? I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. I am doing another video. I was going to post this one last night, but then I thought, well, I promised someone, well, didn't promise. I told someone that I would show them how to print on book paper. And I wanted to show her really quick because it's so simple, and I wanted to throw that in with the new idea I have for Making It Monday, the new series that I'm doing with Making It Monday Live. And so I wanted to combine those two together. I didn't have enough time last night to do it. So I said, okay, well, I'll just get up in the morning and do another morning video. That seemed to work out great yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. I am so excited about it. So, to the woman who wanted to know how to print on book paper, I'm going to start with that first, and then we'll get to the Making It Monday idea after that. And I'm going to use this beautiful box that Laura Mitchell made me. When she sent me a gift, she wrapped this box beautifully, and I'm going to use it as the new Making It Monday box to pull the project out of. I used to use my little black jar, but I'm going to use something different this time. All right. So I'm going to start with how to print on book paper. Now, I'm not going to really be able to show you over at the printer. It's pretty self-explanatory because my printer doesn't have a place for me to record unless I pop off my recording up above. And it would be hard to kind of place everything back in. So I'm working on getting I should be getting it actually next month. I'm working on getting two arms to go over my sewing machine and my printer and my embossing machine, so that whenever I want to record in different areas of my craft room, I'm able to do that. Right now, I just have the one arm on my desk that sits above me to record from below. And I can't do a project one-handed holding the phone, so that's why I've been pretty limited to just doing my work here unless I bring over the sewing machine, and that would be too much of a hassle. I'm not doing that because it would be a mess and I wouldn't have a place to plug it all in. So just know that I'm working on getting two extra recording arms for my phone to go on so that we can do these projects over at the printer or the sewing machine or the embossing machine or the Cricut, any place that I'm working. And I can show you guys a lot more projects. Okay, so but for now, her main question was, how do you place the paper to print down on the paper using the washi tape? She wanted to know if it was double-sided. It is not double-sided. The way that I do it is I take two pieces of book paper. I get a regular piece of paper that would go in the printer, and I would take two pieces of book paper. I choose the side that I'm going to print on, and I turn it around. Okay? And then I take the washi tape, and what I do is I pull off a piece and I just roll it like that. I roll it. Have you ever hung up posters when you were a teenager? I was a huge New Kids on the Block fan. Huge. I loved the New Kids when I was younger. I used to hang up a ton of posters on the wall, and I would take tape and roll it, and I would put it on the back like that. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So I don't know why I shared with you that I was a New Kids fan, but I'm sure there's others out there. If you're my age, 51, I was a teenage fan of New Kids. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm just rolling the washi tape. And the reason why I'm using washi tape is because washi tape is sticky enough to hold the paper down, but not too sticky to rip it. Washi tape is the best to use. So basically, you're going to go around each corner. And the main part that's the most important when printing on either doilies or book paper is that you get your sides down, because a printer runs side to side. It goes side to side. The arm of the printer inside prints side to side. So if anything was to lift the most, it would be these sides, and then feeding in would be the bottom. So you really want to make sure that you have all of your corners and sides really firm and down, even if you have to use a lot of pieces of this rolled up tape, okay? I know it's tedious, but it's worth it in the end to not have your paper get jammed into your printer, okay? Or to ruin your project. So I'm putting 3 down on the bottom, 3 on the top, and then I'm gonna go 2 in the middle on each side, okay? So I'm going, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more here. Depending on the size, of course, of your book paper, you might need more. And I do the same with doilies. Doilies are a little more complicated. Now, I have a video in my on my channel on how I print on doilies. I'm actually adding one more here. On how to print on doilies, I suggest that you go and watch that, because it's basically kind of the same lines. The doilies are a little more difficult because you're working with a very fine paper. Doilies are easily to rip because it has the lace parts around the edge, but book paper is simple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tape these up. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just pulling a piece of washi like this, and then I roll it so that it's sticky on all sides. And so that's why it might have been confusing when I told you about the washi tape. She's like, is that double-sided? Good question. No, I just roll it. Okay, and this is exactly what I do. And a lot of times, to save time, what I'll do is I'll just take a bunch of pieces and put them on the edge of my desk and just grab them and quickly roll. Like, I'll do it. You won't be able to see it, but you're gonna see how much faster I get this done. I just take a bunch of pieces and I just put them on the edge of my desk. So all I have to do is just pull one, roll it, place it, pull it, roll it, place it. If you just pre-cut them and put them on the edge, it won't take as long. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this up. And then I'm going to pause the recording so that I can print and I can show you how it comes out, and I'll show you how to take them off carefully. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pause the video here. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me finish this actually, because I want to show you something really quick. I'm almost done. Yes, I'm really good at rolling this because, like I said, I was huge into decorating my walls when I was younger, and I just used tape. All right, so now when you're done that, you're going to turn it around and you're going to place it. And you're just going to lightly you're going to turn it around and you're going to place it. You want enough space in between them, okay? Just squish it down. I've got a piece of hair in there. My hair is so long, it ends up everywhere. Okay, the most important part, this is why I want to not pause and show you. See how this is lifted? That's going to get caught in the printer. I didn't put the tape close enough to the corner. So all you do, just take off another piece, roll it, and then just put it right there in the corner, and then place it down. See how easy that was? So just make sure that your corners are down. Like this one's not too bad. I can probably just lift this and move. There. Sometimes you can move your little tape on the back a little further out towards the corner. Okay, so that's that. Now, you're going to feed it through the back. Okay, the back. You cannot do this through the undercarriage. I don't suggest you do it through the undercarriage because there's a lot more involved when you do it through the undercarriage. If you do it through the undercarriage, it's going to pull up. Like, it would be like this. You'd feed it in like this, and it would come up and around, and sometimes it can get caught from going underneath. If you don't have if you don't have a back carriage, which most printers do today, most printers do have a back feeder. Okay, you're going to just place it right down into your feeder so that it goes right into the printer like this. Okay, and it's going to print. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause really quick. I'm going to place this into my printer. I'm going to print, I usually like to print something that is the same everywhere, because if you choose something that has like a photo on it, it's hard to place where the photo is going to be on the book page. So I like to do like a floral on the whole page, okay? And you're going to want to print to the size of this paper here. So if you're doing 8.5 by 11, do your regular 8.5 by 11. You want to print the whole page, okay? This is actually 11 by 14. This is, my printer does all the way up to 19 by 20, I think. But this one's 11 by 14. I was able to fit 2 regular book pages on here. So I'm going to feed this through the back, and I'm going to do a floral print, and then I'm going to show you how it looks when I'm done. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I did a very nice picture of like floral roses. See how it printed on the whole paper? So cool, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up very carefully, just like I do in my doily printing. You're just going to lift it up. See how it doesn't rip? The washi tape sticks enough. Now let me explain something. This is vintage book paper, so I might get rip because of that. That's why I have to be very careful. It depends on the kind of paper you're using. Okay, this paper falls apart even when I'm folding it. So I have to remind myself to be very careful when pulling it up. But the washi tape itself will not rip your paper. Okay, and the nice thing is you can get 1 or 2 more passes through with it. A lot of times I'll just leave my tape right here, and I'll do a couple more. If it's sticky enough, I'll just place it right where it was on the paper before, because sometimes I can get another pass out of it. Usually I can get 1 more pass out of it. 2, it starts losing its grip. But you get the idea. So I'm going to take this one off carefully. This one seems to be a little more taped down. I suggest holding the piece of tape like this and then popping it up, and it comes off pretty easily. There you go. See how you have a few more on there? You just put it back down and you can place another book page on there. And if you don't plan on doing it again, you can actually cut these and use these as like a frame. It has a nice color on the outer part, and you can cut that out. You can do all kinds of things with it if you want to keep the paper. If you don't want to waste your print or your ink, right? I know people do that with the doily ones. All right, So let's put this aside for a moment and let me show you what it looks like. Look at how pretty the roses are on this book paper. Okay. See? Isn't that so pretty? And they look nice when you do like envelopes, right? So what I would probably do next is I would go and make myself a nice envelope. I would do like something like that, or whatever book project you want to do. You can do like a lighter color, you can do a darker color, whatever you want. But I love the roses look on this. I will probably use this for, I probably would do, of course the lettering is going to be upside down, but I'll probably use this for an envelope. Right, you can see the roses on the outside, right? And then you just go and I'm going to show you an example, you know. You just go and put some lace on that. You can still see the beautiful roses. You can put some lace down here. You don't want to cover it, of course, because then you're defeating the purpose of printing on the book paper. But see the back? Isn't that really pretty? So simple, so easy to do. You can have so much fun with it. So I hope that this answered your question about the tape and how to do it. And then I will also link below my video of my tutorial of doing doilies as well. That one's a little bit more complicated because of how fine doily is. If I sound a little congested this morning, it's fall, and a lot of times I get morning allergies, so I might sound a little nasally this morning. I was sneezing a little bit, but I do have my Dunkin's coffee this morning, and I'm going to take a sip of that, and I'm going to get to the next part of the video, which is Making It Monday. All right, so let me share with you my ideas for the next series of Making It Monday. Before, what we would do is I would have people put in the comments below what projects they would want to add into the jar. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the jar elements. So I'm going to put vellum. So if I pull this out, that means I have to make a project using vellum. Whatever it is, I'm going to surprise you with it. Okay? If there's an element that I did not add in here, please put the comments below. I'm going to try and add every element of what we use, but if I miss any, please put a comment below so that I can add what you would like to add into here. So I'm going to add these into the beautiful box that was made for me. Okay, and that's going to be our new Making It Monday drawing box. All right, so another element, book page. And yes, I will be drawing from here today on this video because we need to get prepared for our Making It Monday live tomorrow. Okay, so let's do another one. We got book page, we have vellum, we've got doily. Now, my job is going to be to come up with a really cool project to make for you guys, whether it's one or two. I can, if I have enough time, I can do 2 projects using that element. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Maybe I can do like, okay, if I choose vellum, I can show you 2 things you can do with vellum, or 2 things you can do with book paper. Okay, this is going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, if there's an element that I don't write down in here, please let me know. Let me see, book paper. I want to make sure I'm not repeating as well. Vellum, book page. See, I even forgot what I just wrote down. Okay. I did vellum, book page, and what was the one I just did? Vellum, book page, doily. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to write this down so I don't repeat. Hold on one second. Let me grab a piece of paper. Okay. All right, so we've got vellum. We've got doily and book page. Okay, so another one I'm going to do is lace. But gotta do the lace. So that means I can do either a lace tag or a lace anything. I will choose what I'm going to make with that element. All right. Fabric. So we've got lace and we have fabric. Okay? Can do all kinds of things with fabric. All right. Let me see. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Let me see. I know you guys are probably shooting out a ton in your head, and I'm just let's do glassine bags. So we've got glassine bags in there. Let's do a project using, let me see. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I'm drawing such a blank. We've got glassine, fabric, lace, book page, doily, vellum. We can do like embellishments maybe, like I don't want to be too broad. I want to hone it down to a certain element. We can do napkins. That could be an interesting project. I know I've done some decoupaging. I've done some decoupaging with using napkins. That can be a lot of fun. Let me see. Oh. Embossed paper. And then we've got using a project using dies. So doing dies, making die cuts. Okay, that's a good element. And we can do stamping. Now this can be anything. I could do a project with stamping. I can use a large stamp and then make a project around it, whether it be a tag or whether it be a belly band or whatever it is. I got to incorporate stamping into it. I'm doing this, the reason why I thought about this is because I want to, there are a lot of people out there that do different things, whether it's stamping, sewing, embossing, die cutting. I want to include all of those different elements that people would like. We're going to add sewing. I know not everybody sews, but I have to do it for the people who do sew. So sewing and stitching. Okay, so we're going to pick a project using sewing and stitching. Now, it's going to, I have the hardest part. I have to figure out what I'm making. And I had one person ask me, I think it was Teresa Rabon. I think she said, is there a way to let you guys know what materials you'll need for the Making It Monday Live? I can try and think of what I'm going to do ahead of time so that you guys can have the supply list ahead of time. A lot of times I come up with the idea almost right before doing the video because it's live. I can try and think of it in the morning and then post over on the group what materials you guys will need. You at least will know what we're using that we're picking out, right? Like stitching and sewing. You're gonna know you're gonna need your stitching and sewing stuff, or embossed paper. You're gonna want to, if I choose embossed paper that day, or like I'm doing it tonight, make sure tomorrow you go and emboss some paper and get prepared for that. Okay, so I'm gonna try and have a roundabout kind of idea of what I'm doing. Okay, let's see, what else? I don't do much with wax seals. I'm not good at it, so I'm not going to suggest to do it. I have a whole kit, but I am not good at doing it, so I'm not going to put that down. I've tried it. I've tried to love it. I've gotten kits after kits, and every time I do it, it just comes out horribly, and so I'm not good at that. So I'm going to leave that to somebody else who's a lot better. I've seen some woman do amazing wax seal stamping, 3D. Oh my gosh, beautiful. So I'm not going to do that element. Let's see. We can do something with beads and charms. Okay, that's another one. We have beads and charms, whether it be tassels or using it for your hanging on your book pages. Yep, those are some ideas. Let me see. I think we've got a good start. I know you guys will probably throw out a couple. Oh, flowers. How could we forget that? We can do a project using flowers. That's always a good one. Let me see. I'm looking around my craft room to see what I'm missing. Let me see. We've got lace. We've got flowers. We have fabric. Okay, so we've got vellum, we've got doily, book page, lace, fabric, glassine bags. I put napkins, embossed paper, stitching and sewing, beads and charms, flowers. I feel like there's one that I'm missing that is a great element. Okay, let me see. Fabric, lace, vellum, book page. Oh, acetate. Oh my goodness, that's a huge one. You can make a ton of projects using acetate. Okay, I'm going to stick with this list here. And if there's anything that I did not list, feel free to put it in the comments, and I will go ahead and add it for next week's. But I'm going to pull from this list first, and then we will go from there. If I'm missing anything, I apologize. It's still morning, and I have not finished my coffee, so my brain is not fully on load, but let's go ahead and oh, wait. Let's add one more. I just thought of it. Wallpaper. I was looking over at my wallpaper books across from me. I have tons of wallpaper. Wallpaper, how can we forget that? Wallpaper is a lot of fun to work with. Okay, wallpaper. Now, when putting your comments, just keep in mind, choose something that you can make a project with. I don't do painting. I don't use, it has to be something to do with junk journaling, really, because I don't paint. I don't do the wax seals. The only painting that I do is watercoloring sometimes, but I'm not good at it. I'm not good at mixed media. I don't do a lot of the spraying and the inking, so that's not really something that I would make a project using. So kind of keep that in mind, because I'll have to choose something to make for you guys. So I think we got a good list going on here, though. All right, let me write down the vellum. I mean I just did wallpaper. Okay, let's go ahead and choose so I can get this video uploaded for you all. And I am so excited for Making It Monday Live to start this new series. And now my brain's gonna have to drink this coffee and get a thought started for tomorrow night. All right, guys, let's go ahead and choose what's gonna be the first. Let's see, all right. Here we go. Ready? Wallpaper. How hilarious is that? The last thing I added is the first thing I chose. Cool. Okay, guys, we're going to make a project using wallpaper. So I need to get thinking. So go and check out your wallpaper stash, okay? Go check out where all your wallpaper is. Get your favorite out. Start getting all that stuff, together. And then I will think about a project that I'm going to do, and I will try to post in the group. If you're not joined over on my Facebook group, I'm going to leave a link below. Go on over and join. We have a great time over there, sharing projects, ideas, swaps, you name it, we do it. We have such a great group of people, and I'm going to put up a post letting you know what to have for materials for tomorrow night. Okay, I'm going to try and do that on Monday mornings or Sunday night. Okay, if you don't see it, it's just because I didn't have time to think of a project yet, and you'll have to be surprised. And I'll give you guys some time as well during the Making It Monday Live to gather your materials if you want to craft along with me, or if you want to watch the video later and craft later. You don't have to do it at the same time. Okay? Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that the book page printing was helpful. And I look forward to making it Monday Live tomorrow night. And I will see you guys then. Leave a comment below. Like this video. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys later. Have a good rest of the weekend. Bye.